Hello, friends. Today we are sharing the key insights and analysis from the new forecast by Indian astrologer Abhigya Ananda for 2024. Since 2019, this young Indian has gained incredible popularity for his remarkably accurate predictions about the future. On Anand's official website, there is a video where he predicted the global pandemic several months before it happened. Ananda has the unique ability to predict major global events in economics, politics, catastrophes, and much more. Our latest forecast is based on an analysis of historical cycles and the world map, including key astrological indicators. It's a comprehensive forecast for the entire year of 2024. The year 2024 will be pivotal in the history of global geopolitics. While events were building up in 2023, 2024 will permanently change the global order. The entire planet will face changes in governance, and many people will not only begin to understand but also open their eyes to the true state of affairs, which will influence key political events of the year. Global giants, India, China, Russia, the USA, will experience a series of historical changes that will completely alter the political landscape. They will go through a series of dangerous events that will affect the opinions, economies, and policies of other states. The world is more interconnected than ever before, and no one will be left unaffected. There is a significant danger looming over Southeast Asia and India as a foreign conspiracy comes into play. Ananda emphasizes the grave danger hanging over the top Indian leadership, including the head of state and other top officials. As a result, there will be significant changes to the political systems of Southeast Asian countries, and laws will be amended. The main reason for this is the substantial weakening of Western influence on global systems. The powerful leaders of the new era do not want such developments in their countries and are uniting in coalitions. The Western conspiracy, as Ananda describes it, is just another stage and attempt to regain its former superiority in the face of global changes. According to various forecasts and predictions, the planet will be subjected to destruction and suffering for thousands of people in 2024. However, this will not bring back their former political power or global influence. The main thesis of Anand's new forecast is that there will be no world war in 2024, although other conflicts will continue. Some may disagree that Russia, China, India, and other countries will dominate the world stage, which may lead to the emergence of dangerous weapons and psychological damage. It is important to emphasize that aspects hidden from view play an important role. Astrological forecasts indicate significant changes in global politics and economics, with an increase in NATO's military budget and promised events in April 2024. Special attention will be paid to a major genocide, preparations for which are already underway. Astrologers emphasize the importance of understanding the future and preparing for possible challenges. All of this reflects important trends of the future discussed in Anand's latest forecast. This is why spirituality and self-improvement of each individual are so important, especially investing in children's knowledge about nature and our world, knowledge about higher energies and matter that have not yet been explored. She called 2024 a dangerous time for Europe and the USA. If everything is clear with the states, then Europe, as we have already discussed in one of the previous videos, is threatened by severe resource trials. This year will become another stage not of growth and development but of deprivation and absolute military impasse. Everything imaginable will be invented to solve the problem, from one extreme to another. We can already see how publications like Bild, in their attempts possibly to intimidate Russia, vividly describe how in 2025 Germany may deploy a 300,000-strong army to the borders of Russia. However, according to Astrology and Anand's forecast, there will be so many internal problems there related to catastrophes, famine, poverty, diseases, and a lack of water that it will be very challenging for these 300,000 troops to even reach the border, let alone be sustained afterward. According to the forecast, there is a trend towards worsening environmental conditions in 2024. Many enterprises, due to political events, are operating at a breakdown level. The whole world is rebuilding, suffering from ecology and related systems. Few realize that trials in the sphere of the latest energy and matter, as well as war and destruction, are a real test for the Earth. Seismological indicators have long been abnormal, which threatens massive destruction in the future with eruptions and earthquakes. This will also cause internal ruptures in the Earth's crust. They will not bypass the oceans. Ananda claims that by 2025, we will be in the most dangerous position when practically all seas on the globe become restless. In the coming years, no peace is foreseen. There is also a high probability of marine or oceanic conflicts in the 20s and 30s. According to the forecast, a massive underwater earthquake is also likely. And most importantly, a strip of catastrophes, according to the data of another Indian astrologer, Anand, passes through the influence of several major supervolcanoes. This strip practically divided the globe and affected vast water masses. The influence of underwater earthquakes on supervolcanoes such as Yellowstone, the eruption of which could be fatal not only for the West and especially the States but also for the entire planet. Here, Russia will also be affected to a lesser extent but will still remain at least 10 years in the grip of nuclear winter. 5 of them will be very difficult states in case of the eruption of Yellowstone, sleeping without the possibility of resurrection for the next hundreds of years under huge ash arrays. As for the future of Russia, Anand forecasts a significant expansion of the country's territory due to the annexation of historical lands, and after studying the maps of Russia and Ukraine, completely confirms all known forecasts and predictions about the complete victory of the Russian Federation and the collapse of Ukraine into several parts. The highest probability is that this state, as a result of current events, will be divided among its closest neighbors and either turn into a microstate to which part of the lands will be allocated by the West or go down in history, losing the central lands and peripheral lands, on which once friends and supporters of the current Kiev regime set their eyes. In any case, astrologers predict that these lands have a future only as part of other countries but not as they exist now. It is hoped that despite all the predicted events, the peaceful population will stoically endure all the impending hardships of life and possible deprivation. It is hoped that ordinary people will have the opportunity to live calmly and confidently without flinching from the noise and shots for their future. For this, Ananda says, the world is being rebuilt into a more just model and form of governance, and if this transformation did not happen, who knows how evil could enslave the planet's inhabitants and to what extent we would have gone in attempts to imitate the pseudo-progressive ideology of permissiveness and consumption. Changes were needed, and much more remains to be changed, and these are the main trends of the future from the latest relevant forecast of Indian astrologer Abhigya Ananda about the future of the world in the near future. He promised to record an addition to the last forecast, and we will keep you informed of future events so as not to miss new videos about the future. Subscribe to the channel and like this video if it was interesting for you. Write in the comments whether you agree with Ananda's forecast, and if not, why. Do you believe in forecasts at all? Thank you for watching this episode. Until new meetings.